Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous.
not.
What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it. Do not adjust your radios and TV sets. We are
Hey.
actually here.
Hey, boys and girls, where you been?
Live in person. Where have we been is more the question.
Wow, we've been here, there, and everywhere.
Honestly, how
Yes.
was your holidays?
Very good. Very good. Yours?
Quiet. Nice.
But then you had a rather enthusiastic birthday.
Yeah, right? The birthday that didn't end.
For someone who was like, oh, my birthday, I don't know, nothing ever happens for me. Everyone ignores my birthday. This birthday, you're right, it went on forever.
I'm like, is it over yet? Wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
And I'm not mad about it because usually it's just an afterthought. So it's kind of
Right.
fun this year, but also at the same time, I'm like, I'm tired and I don't know what day it is anymore.
Mhm.
I was suffering from what day is it? I would ask Cliff twice a day what day
day
it
is it?
was
Oh, yeah.
until I had to go back to work yesterday. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
it was really hard to get back into the groove of things.
yes. Yes.
Like very hard.
Hmm.
I had a
Oh,
tough
no.
day yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I got locked out of work. Somebody took the hide key also. Then I get upstairs and it's like the fire department having their annual meeting. I'm like, the key? Anybody?
Anybody get the
Oh
key?
yeah, sorry. What the hell? Outside in the rain. It's cool. No big deal. I'm just soaking wet.
I just want to get in my little office, really, please.
What's up, Lynn? How are you today? Happy New Year to you. Let us be the first to say goodbye to 2024 with you.
Yes. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, that is our question of the day is what is one word that you're leaving for 2024? I was
think-
positive.
I think I wrote yikes.
Yeah. Yes, you did. I said growth, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
It's been a growth phase year for us. I
That's
know not
true.
every year is monumental when you look back at
Mhm.
the chart of accounts.
Right. But some years are more monumental than others.
Yeah. What's up, Larry? How are you? Happy Larry is here. And let me be the first to wish you a happy new year. We're excited for it.
Mhm.
And next year, I've just got to like pace myself.
Right.
You were
Right.
talking about one word resolutions.
Yeah, I have one for lunch break this afternoon.
I'm looking
At
forward to that.
noontime. Just one word. That's all.
Has anybody got anything big planned for their 2025? You're like, this is the year. This is my year.
Hmm.
I feel like I say that every year and it's not quite that.
No. Well, besides I have to be more active and lose weight. I've decided, or I'm thinking that this year that my word for the year is going to be purposeful,
Oh, I like that. What's up, Ricky?
because some of us are not getting any younger. And I mean, let's be honest. I'll be 27 in 2025.
There you go.
And so, I got to be more purposeful about how I do things and do the things I want to do. And if I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. What's up, DJ Sturdy? Are you out and about tonight?
That's one of the
Are
nice
you out for amateur hour?
It's one of the nice things about getting older. If you don't want to do it, I don't have to.
Yeah. No, you don't.
No. So thanks very much, Stefan.
Yeah, bye. It was fun.
It was fun. I'm tired of getting up this early. Actually, because I'm older, I wake up even earlier.
I was going to say, you're already up, buddy.
I'm up.
Those are the things that happen to you when you get older, unfortunately,
Yes.
as I'm finding now. I'm like, why?
Oh, yeah. Don't talk to me about being
It's
older.
up at I'm up at 3 a.m. going, what? Why?
But you're not old.
My brain
Oh,
just
yeah.
won't shut off.
Right. Right.
I don't know when that happened. I don't like that little
Yeah,
turn of events.
And it sort of replays things that you really don't want it to replay either.
And dumb things,
Right.
unimportant things.
Right. It's not your greatest hits. It's not, oh, that's a wonderful memory. It's like, oh, God.
In the scope of your life, it's like, why did I wear that day?
right.
Why did I say that to her?
Right. Why did I do that? Oh, my God. That was stupid.
Does anybody else do that? What's up, Diana? We're so happy to see you. She saw me yesterday. She's like, you're getting your hair done? I'm like, no, I'm dropping stuff off. I had to do the mea culpas yesterday because I was away
Right.
and a couple of things fell through the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to, repayment checks, things people bailed me out of trouble for,
I see.
things that needed to be done. And I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here you go. Here's a bottle of wine. Here's a box of chocolates.
Right.
I have been eating, no word of a lie, when somebody posted that meme about no vegetables. I need a vegetable in my life to save my life. I've been living off of Ferrero Rochers and candy and cookies for like the last 2 weeks. It needs to stop.
Well, we gave to some of our customers anyway, Natasha cookies.
Yep, they were delicious.
And we still have some in the house.
Yep.
Like, oh,
you just gotta go.
You just can't stop.
No.
Natasha, we love you, but the
cannoli was really good.
This is you. This is your fault, honey. And we will get Natasha on sometime in 2025.
I'm looking forward to that. I've got a lot of questions for her.
Now that she's free of the Food Network, apparently.
Well, if you did not watch it, one of our vendors from the Mashpee Farmers Market was competing in the Holiday Baking Challenge that was on the Food Network, and she did very well.
She got all the way to the finals. She did not win, but she got to the finals.
I loved her post-show photos that she was sharing.
Yes, of all of them together doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things you wonder, what do you do in between? Do they just go off to their separate hotel rooms and play cribbage with themselves? What do they do? And apparently they go around and they do stuff and they hang out.
Well, they all have to, sit and wait for whatever timing it is. Yeah. So you definitely bond in traumatic events like that for sure.
Yeah.
Emily said, "Good morning, strangers. I see you made your announcement, miss." The public is now aware of the fact that Emily is expecting.
She is.
She is. So we'll have another baby running around the markets at some point.
Another Lemonadio baby?
Yes, another Lemonadio baby.
Wow.
Savannah's going to be a big sister. I know. But the timing couldn't have been worse. Let's have a conversation. Just kidding.
The timing couldn't have been worse? Well, I'm sorry they didn't consult you. Wait a minute, honey. Let me check with Steph to see if we can do this.
It's right in the middle of our season. What's wrong with you? Can only have babies in like December, January, February, March.
So how far along is she? May I ask?
It'll be right as we hit summer stride. So.
Oh, like June, July.
We're looking for another assistant, possibly you. We're also working on a budget. I'm trying to find some money.
Yes, possibly pay people.
I'm like, great. Now I got to pay somebody else to do the work. Great. Whatever. It is what it is. This is what happens. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining us this morning. And Diana said she'll trade me a cookie for a vegetable.
Okay.
I need them in my life big time. Is anybody going out tonight? We have friends that are having a big party. We might stop over early.
Yeah.
I know that our Chinese food restaurant went on social media yesterday and was like, get your orders in for pickup between 4 and 6. Those ones will be the priority. This is like the holy grail of holidays for Chinese food.
Right.
So if you're planning on thinking about rolling up and maybe getting an egg roll, think again, put in your order.
Right. Everybody goes for Chinese food.
Yeah, exactly. This is usually the New Year's thing. Do you have any traditions in your family?
No, we're having the kids over, and Mari is making Yorkshire pudding.
Oh,
and roast beef, and we'll be in bed by we'll be in bed by 10, trying to stay awake till midnight.
Yeah, right.
But I won't make it.
I don't think I will either.
I won't. I've given up trying.
I mean, it depends where the night takes me. I'll never know. I've been surprised by my activities fairly lately. Anything goes. What's up, Gloria? Hello, Carol. Welcome to the show. We are back in action. I had a nice little Canadian getaway with the kids.
Yes, you did.
It was cold as all get out.
I love Montreal.
It was really beautiful.
Oh, Montreal's a cool city.
It was nice. It was quiet. We didn't even put up a Christmas tree. It was just, It didn't feel like the holidays, but also I felt like I was dumped in a Hallmark movie. Right there where we were. My husband and I snuck away. We went on the Ferris wheel.
Right.
And got to watch all of that stuff, which was really nice. We found a cute little whiskey bar and came home and everybody was sleeping. I woke up my birthday morning and I did a puzzle. Haven't done a puzzle and I can't even tell you how long. So it was very good for my mental health. I really shut it down. I had a full 2-hour detox. We went to the spa.
Very good.
And it was a silent spa.
A silent
Who thought that would be a good idea for me? I think my husband was just sick of hearing me.
Do they have to handcuff you or what?
Listen, I was the well-behaved one. I was the good one. It was my kids that wouldn't shut up. They came over, Lily did Cody, blah, 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 blah. And then I got this woman that came over with a giant sign that said silence.
Pretend you're in the library. No,
Like, it's not me. It's not me.
It's my children.
I was the good one. I was
grown
over here
adults.
quiet.
My first plane ride was to Montreal.
Oh, really?
When I was a kid, my dad worked for the Hilton Hotels, so he could stay anywhere he wanted for free.
Okay.
And for some reason, he decided we were going to go to Montreal and stay at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel, which was la-di-da back
La-di-da.
then, and I think it still is la-di-da. But that was our first plane ride, my first plane ride. And of course, back then,
That's in short, though.
it was short, right? But back then, you dressed up,
Mm-hmm.
shirt and tie and everything else. They actually served you a meal.
It's so weird.
I mean, go back and look at the videos from years ago, and it's just so strange.
So much legroom.
Oh yeah, now you've got people. If one more person gets on a plane,
Here he goes.
with their dog, I'm sorry.
I've talked about this story where Cam said someone tried to bring their German Shepherd as a carry-on. That was a first for me also. A giant German Shepherd at Christmas brunch.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
We went to a nice hotel and I walk in and it's like jamming. It is full.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy with his emotional support German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a regular sized German Shepherd. It was
was
like the extra large.
Yeah.
Just sitting there ready for brunch. Like, oh my God.
For a few moments when we were coming home yesterday, I didn't think we were going to take off
Really?
because just for a few moments, because this woman came on with her dog in a case and everything. And it was the first time the dog had ever been on a plane. And we were flying from.
Do you think holiday time is the time to test this?
No, we went from Atlanta to Baltimore, and then Baltimore up to Providence, and you had to. I think that's how it went. But at any rate, you have to push the crate underneath the seat, and she couldn't do it.
Of course not.
Well, I'm working on it, and the cabin staff person is saying, "Look, we can't close the door till you put the dog under the thing."
People are pretty special.
Like finally, she gets the thing under, and honest to God, I think there were 3 dogs on the plane, at least 3 that I saw.
It doesn't bother me, but it's just when it's always when it's like the most busy.
Right.
We're at like peak capacity, everybody. Now everybody's got problems.
Right. Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, and then she took the dog out of the crate when we finally landed, and I think it was going to grow up to be one of those big cockapoo things.
Yeah.
The thing was huge already. It wasn't and she's carrying it like it's her little 6-month-old.
That's probably a giant doodle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giant doodle.
Mm-hmm.
It was gorgeous.
They are babies, though.
Yeah. Well, this one definitely.
We have friends of ours that literally carry them like children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To each his own. What's up, Mari? Victoria, thanks for joining us on the show. Emily, she's still going to work. We'll see.
Who's going to work, you or the second baby?
Yeah, right. Well, the second baby needs to earn the keep.
Oh, okay.
She posted a very cute video, the reveal video yesterday, and her grandmother's reaction was priceless. It was pretty awesome. So we're excited for you. Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. So talk to me about Hotlanta. What did you like? What did you not like? Speaking of travel.
Hotlanta was really cool. The weather could have been a little sunnier. We stayed on the 42nd floor.
Canada, Atlanta.
Right. Yeah, we were on the 42nd floor of our hotel. 2 mornings, I opened the shades and couldn't see a damn thing.
Really?
Because it was foggy and we were 42 stories up.
Kind of fun.
But we went to go to the Georgia Aquarium to see the whale sharks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They can be up to 60 feet long. These 2 guys weren't. They were huge.
Yeah, I saw your videos. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you. And we went twice. And the second time we went, essentially all we did was sit in front of the big tank and just watch all the fish go round and round and round. The Georgia Aquarium is like, think of the New England Aquarium up in Boston on steroids, and put in a bit of Disney as well.
Okay.
I mean, it was like various sections, like rides at Disney and everything. Different parts of it was Place was nuts.
Fun.
Absolutely nuts.
So that was Mariana's gift.
It was Mariana's gift. And then I convinced Mariana to go to the Carter Center. And so we went to Jimmy Carter's, the Carter Center, and the museum and everything.
Well, I'm glad you went right before
the day before. And I got up, and and the day before he passed.
Yeah,
we were at the Carter Center. Very impressive in its simplicity. He did a lot of stuff. He kind of has a bad rep as a president because he kind of ended on a
sour
bad
note
with the hostages. But the list of things that he did that really still impact us today, it's pretty impressive. But it was just very nice, and I'm glad we had a chance to get there. But what I didn't realize was, and I have a trip to Atlanta in my head at some point coming back, the College Football Hall of Fame was right across the street from the aquarium, and I didn't know it.
Oh, well, now you got to go back.
Right.
And by the sounds of it, it seems like you would definitely want to visit this aquarium again.
Oh, absolutely. I can't recommend it enough, folks. I mean, we even did a sealed and up front and personal with seals.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, you have to pay. That was an extra, but
Grandpa was definitely shelling out the big bucks.
Yeah,
it was a good tour,
and Grandma was too. I mean, but it was Mariana's present, and I'm glad we had a chance to do it. And when we were having dinner one night, she said to us, I don't think I want to go away, on a Christmas break anymore.
Yeah,
I don't mind, but okay, honey, that's fine. You're getting older. So we land in Boston, and we're leaving the airport. And we're passing some gate that's going to Bermuda, and I hear her saying to Mari, "How long's the flight to Bermuda?" Gee, maybe I'd like to go to.
Yep, exactly. In one fell swoop, she understands. What's up, Lydia Jr.? Thanks for joining us. What's going on over at Captain's? You got some deals today? Mm-hmm. And Junior always has like some fun drink or some fun special or something yummy over there.
Yeah. Have you noticed a lot of places are closing early?
Yeah,
that they're just not going to get involved. They're not even going to, unless it caters to I can't even say that. I was going to say unless it caters to a very young crowd, but even some of those places, 10 o'clock, they're done.
Yeah, well, a lot of them don't drink anymore.
Right. Yeah, a lot of kids don't.
No, they're choosing other routes of getting themselves into their whatever mental state they need to be in.
Well, because it's legal now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. And is it safer? I don't know, but it seems to be that they just are not drinking as much anymore. So I think it's good as a society, but also we just need to shift our restaurants. We're going to figure out what the expectation here is.
Smoking. Oh, we can go back to smoking and non-smoking again.
Oh my gosh.
Just a different kind of smoking.
That's right. That's right. Bring back the ashtrays. Right. The stoners need them. Sandwich Taverna has a lot of great things going on. Line dancing. Oh, all right. A little bit of line dancing tonight.
Yep.
If you're looking for something to do, there's always plenty of places for you to find it.
Oh, yeah.
We got it for you.
There are places that are going to be open for sure.
Yep, exactly. Polar plunge tomorrow? Yes? No?
Well, I suggested it to Mariana, and again, we're almost a teenager here, so I don't know. I may be sleeping. Okay, I'm gonna try because it's gonna be warm. It's gonna be raining, but it won't be quite the shock to the system.
Yeah, we are supporting the Mashpee Rec Department for our polar plunge. It is taking place a little bit later. Some of the other ones are earlier on in the day. I like this one. It's like a noon. It's like 11 o'clock over at Wakeby, teaming up with Knockabout and the Kiwanis Club.
And it's safe to go into Wakeby Pond now.
It's safe to go into Wakeby Pond. Yes. And I hear, because it is freshwater, that it's actually warmer than it would be if it was saltwater. So take from it what you will. You can just go on the Mashpee Rec Department's website and sign up there and support the Kiwanis Club. That does amazing things for all of our children. I think I'm going to be joining the Kiwanis Club.
Oh, really?
All of my free time.
Well, that's because you're a big time business person now.
Yeah, right. Miss Mashpee, apparently. My husband says he's being started to call by all of his business friends Mr. Mashpee. which I had a good laugh at. I appreciated that. Yeah. And I'm like settling into, this is my full-time job at this point over at the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce. If you're a business out there and you're looking for a little bit of support, please come and talk to us. Working on some programming and connecting people with their plans for their business in 2025 and learning things, AI stuff that scares us, some new FinCEN beneficial corporate reporting stuff that has been put aside. We get a little bit more time before you have to file that, but they're eventually going to make us file this anyway. So just get ready to do that. Little businessy things that are, tips, tricks, and what the hell the market's going to look like in 2025. I'm sure you're doing the same for real estate.
What those who know these things are saying is 2025 is going to be a fairly good year, actually, maybe a very good year in the real estate market, because people are finally going to decide, you know what, the interest rates aren't going back to 3.
Yeah.
And prices are still going up. And I can't live in this, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 5 kids. I have to do something. And the reverse is true as well. And we've talked about this a lot. You have people in houses that are too small. You have people in houses that are too big. And it's not all about the interest rate. You'll see stuff on social media. People don't have a reason to buy or sell because of the interest rate. No, that's a portion of it. But if you're in a house that's too big, if it's just you in the 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house that you raised your kids in, and you're the only one left, you got to get rid of that house.
I know, but there's such a sentimental attachment to that. I think my husband and I go back and forth of like, do we need this much space? No, we don't. Right. Are we going to find something better and comparable in this price range? Probably not. So it's like, do we just sit and stay here until we figure it all out? Probably yes. Right. And I think a lot of people are like that. When is it ready for you? I don't know.
But what's going to happen is as you get older, and in particular, if it becomes just you, what's going to happen is you're going to leave it. You're going to leave it to your grown children to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you're going to call Mari and Hank at Today Real Estate.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of these. And some of your grown children behave very well. And some of your grown children don't.
They know they're not getting anything.
Right. And
listen,
and many times
what we've got.
And many times there's always one. Everybody can be on board. And then there's the one who lives in Kansas who thinks the house
they're entitled,
sold for more, or they're looking for more money, or whatever. Please don't leave it to your kids. Take the money yourself. Go have a good time.
Yeah, right. What's up, Cindy? Hi, Nate. Thanks for joining us. Are you ready to start your new space?
Birthday boy.
I know. Happy birthday to you. Your turn. And you've got this new life. You're going to college away.
I know it. We're going to miss him.
Starting some big things, Nate. We're excited to see what it is that you do. And up for an award. Did we, is this a January award? I've got to check in with you.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. It's just my head has been spinning like a top.
Yeah, we need to know, Nate. So please.
I had a whole 2-hour detox, Hank. I'm feeling so refreshed. No, I've been trying to be purposeful about using my time, and
there you go.
The day ends. Then the day ends, and I've got nothing accomplished.
Right.
Nothing at all.
Are you a list person?
I make lists and then I lose the list.
Oh.
So now I make the list. I take a picture of the list, and then I can't find the things, and then I don't check them off.
I have a notebook, and either the night before or the next morning, I sit down and I list everything out. And I just keep the notebook with me wherever I go. And I check things off as I go along.
And that seems to work for you?
It seems to work for me. I, generally speaking, accomplish most of what I have to.
We're considered the olds because we write things down.
I know.
My husband bought me a planner, and my kids are like, what?
Oh, I have a planner for next year. I bought it already. Mariana looked at me kind of funny as well. Really? I said, no, not.
Because everything with them is an app.
Right. But to us, and maybe to them as well, it's not real until you write it down.
Well, I can't remember it if I don't write it down. That's the way I learn. Right. Everybody learns in a different space. Some people need to have the story told to them. I need to hear it and then write it down as my memory process. It's how I remember things. And some other people need to put their hands on it. Everybody has a different learning style, right?
Right.
You as a teacher?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's you teach something 19 different ways
Right.
to be sure that someone got it.
Right.
And there'd still be someone who somehow you didn't get to them.
Well, I feel like that was their choice.
But
There's always those. The special method. Yeah, but
Yes.
Lily wrapped up her first semester of college. We're getting ready for round 2.
Yep.
Grades are good.
Good.
Still mostly happy about it.
Mostly happy.
Well, it's always people.
Oh, okay.
It's not necessarily the studies. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
like the people.
Oh, okay.
And then she's like really not really found her tribe yet.
Uh-huh.
So she's still, trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you changed so much in that age bracket.
Oh, gosh, yes.
How do you even find a tribe when you don't even know who you are?
Right. Right.
So it's definitely, I was having this conversation with friends the other day about being 20. And I said, I would not ever go back to that. It is probably the worst time ever. You don't know, and you think you know, and then you think you've got it right, and then you've got no idea,
Right.
and then you think you should be doing this, and you don't really want to do that. And then when you get to your 30s, you're like, I don't care anymore. This is me. By the time you're 40s, you're like, why have I waited so long to be this person?
Right. Right.
It's like, why?
And then you get to be my age and you don't give a damn.
Now you're trying to be purposeful.
Right. Now
Because
I'm
you've
trying to
not
be
cared for a
purposeful.
real long time.
Right. And whatever time I have left, I will be purposeful.
But I think these are the conversations everybody's having, right? Your end of year conversations.
Right.
What was good? What did I not like? What did I waste an inordinate amount of time on that I didn't even care for anyway, and it suited me not at all?
Right. We went out to dinner too much.
Yeah. Well, oh my God, don't even get me started. My husband was doing the math, and I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
not
We sit
good.
down at the end. I mean, we sit down at the end of the year and we start, doing stuff. for
We also
taxes.
work in entertainment, so there's a reason, and you're entertaining clients.
Oh, yeah.
So there is a reason for our
There
madness,
is a reason for it, and some of it is, and then some of it is like, what?
right?
I mean, living as close as we do to Mashpee Commons, it's very easy when it's just the two of you. You come home, you look at each other. What are we going to have tonight? Oh, let's go to Mashpee Commons. We'll find somewhere to eat. Yeah. You could have taken something out of the freezer, but instead you go somewhere and you spend $150.
We're supporting the local economy, Hank.
well,
That is
hey,
what we're doing.
You're Miss Chamber of Commerce, so you're supporting your people.
That's it. This is what we're doing, Cliff. It's a tough burden to bear, but we're doing it.
Yes.
What's up, Kate? Thanks for joining us. She's like, apps. Yep, it's all the apps.
No,
So many apps.
I lose my phone, folks. I don't need an app.
I forget though. There's too much happening there, and I don't know when I became that person. But I'm just
No,
like,
no. I use my phone to take pictures and to talk to people. The rest of it is just like add-on.
we were having a funny story about nostalgia the other day, and how these kids show me a picture, and I'm like, they didn't exist. I grew up in an era where it didn't exist.
Right.
The only time you took photos is if you were a photographer.
Right.
That's when you got photos.
Right. Oh, you took Polaroids. That's been kind of spit out of the camera, and they're gone.
Yeah, Lauren busted out the Polaroid camera at my birthday party the other day. I had an 80s birthday party. It was very fun.
She wasn't 80. It was an 80s
Correct.
birthday party. 1980s.
Yes. So black lights and all kinds of, she had blow up giant cell phones. It was just your first cordless phone.
Yep.
We were just laughing. It was a really, really good time.
your
But she
first
busted out that.
The first cordless phone.
It was
like this.
monstrous. It was monstrous.
Right.
So we were singing karaoke, and she busted out the Polaroid, and I'm like, oh, I love that. So I've got 5 or 6 little Polaroids. So what do? I put them all down next to each other and take a photo of the Polaroid.
Right. So you can post it so everyone can see the Polaroids.
We live in a special time, guys.
Yes, we do. How did we all get along? Those of us who got along without all this stuff. How did we ever get along?
We didn't know any better,
I think you're right.
right? You can't put the cat back in the bag. It's
Right.
like, it's out.
Right. Yeah. We didn't know any better. We didn't know what we were missing. And sometimes I wish we never got it.
Yeah. I mean, there are some good things for it. Good morning, Eva, Kristen, Tom Zine. How the heck are you? So happy to see you and Kaylee's face. Very big surprise for one of our final trivias of the season. Happy New Year to you, Miss Denise. Good morning, Lauren. We're just singing your praises and thanking you for being over at Oplasis. What a great space it was.
Mhm.
It is.
I have not been over there yet.
You got to get over
And I
there.
have to.
I'm pretty much obsessed with it now.
You know what? I'm going to
I touched the snake.
I beg your pardon?
She has a snake.
Oh, okay.
I touched it. I
I'm
didn't
glad-
hold it.
I'm glad you clarified.
Right. It's going to be one of those morning shows, huh?
You said it. I didn't.
His name is Roosevelt, I think. Did I get the name right? It's
No,
a
no.
snake. I'm just not a huge. It's a ball python. It's a ghost pepper ball python. I don't. I know I'm adding words to this, but this is the only way I remember it. I think it's just a ghost ball python. What's its name? Reddington. Reddington. I was like Roosevelt.
Reddington.
I knew it was a regal British name of some sort. Nate says his biggest 2025 goal is to really get myself involved with the sporting industry and cover a couple of big events. Boy, I went to a big event the other night. Thank you very much to Chris Ball for offering me these fabulous, beautiful, his season seats of the Patriots. He said, all you have to do is bring back a win. Well, that definitely didn't happen.
Oh, you went to the Chargers game? Oh, what a joke that was.
That was Cody's first football game.
Oh, Cody, I'm sorry, bud. Don't go back to your football team and say, I saw the Patriots. This is how it's done.
We took him. We were going
No,
to
it's
take
not.
Lil. We ended up taking CJ instead because I think the boys really much more enjoyed the football game.
Yeah.
But we tried to get them to go early and do a little bit of tailgating. The weather wasn't amazing, but they
Yeah.
were like, let's just do it. And they're like, no. Then when we got there and they saw what tailgating was,
Yeah.
I don't think that they really ever
okay.
processed what it was. They were
I
like,
see.
why did we get here sooner? This is great people watching.
You could have taken the bus and tailgated on the bus.
I know. Could have had a lot of fun, but they
It would've
decided
been-
against
would have
it.
been cool.
So we went up there, we parked in the crazy just so they could at least see it and enjoy it. And we stopped, we went to Red Robin and grabbed a bite to eat before we went into the stadium. And I'm glad that we took all of that time to not get into the stadium proper because
Right.
that game was so awful.
That was so bad.
Both of my boys got Drake May jerseys. Drake May proceeds to get injured and then they put in Jacoby. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Every time Cliff buys a jersey, something bad happens to that human being. And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
don't do it. Don't do it. He did come back in to lose
Right.
a terrible, terrible game. It was awful.
They really shouldn't be playing that kid anymore.
No.
Just finish the season. They signed Jacoby Ellsbury to play so Drake May wouldn't get hurt.
Right.
Put Jacoby Ellsbury back in again and let Drake May just sit on the bench for the last game. They're playing Buffalo. They're going to get clobbered.
It's embarrassing. Not that I'm into sports particularly, but this was such a good opportunity. So thank you once again, Chris Ball, for sending my boys to their first football game. It was memorable. Most memorable part of it was the drunk guy in front of us
Oh, isn't there always one of those?
who fell down and broke his seat.
Boy.
Those seats are pretty sturdy. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. He was not a particularly large gentleman, so I don't know exactly how, in fact, he hit this seat, but it just like there was no coming back. That seat is demolished, broken.
And did he leave the premises?
Of course he did.
Yeah. He was asked to leave.
He wasn't even asked to leave. He just saw himself out. He just was that was it. My seat's broken. I've got nowhere to sit. This game stinks anyway, and I'm leaving. And he did. So, Chris, just so you know, that seat that's in front of your season tickets,
Yeah.
I saw it happen. If you've got questions, so do we.
Right.
I don't know how that happened. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Right?
That's one of the things I don't understand. You pay so much money for those tickets and then you get so obliterated. Why?
Right. What was the point of you even going through all of this to do that?
Right. The same thing about going to concerts. I mean, now they're even more expensive than they were when I used to go. But even back when I used to go, you'd pay what was good money back then to go to a concert, and you would sit next to somebody who was all screwed up. And you're
Yeah.
like, you spent how much money for these seats?
And this is a conversation out there tonight as you're out and about and having a really good time. Just take a minute. If you need some extra time, call somebody. We have Uber. We have Lyft. We have people. Someone will drive you somewhere.
Right.
Reach out and ask for
We
help.
met some of the nicest Uber people in Atlanta. My gosh, were they in general, the people in Atlanta were so friendly. Mariana kept commenting, and I said, honey, this is real Southern hospitality.
Yeah. I lived in Georgia for a year and a half.
Not like Florida.
That's fake South.
That's fake self.
That's all the other people that are going somewhere to retire.
That's they're humoring you because you're a tourist.
Yes.
And a lot of people in Florida didn't come from the South anyway. But the folks in Georgia, Mike, from the wait staff to the folks at the hotel to the folks at the aquarium, the Uber drivers were just positively charming.
Yeah.
They were all great.
Yep.
It
The
was,
South does have that.
yeah. And sweet tea.
So good.
I love sweet tea.
Yeah, me too.
I went to the University of Georgia
I'm glad I don't have it in my life, though. I'd be definitely a diabetic.
I went to the University of Georgia a long time ago, for a course, and they just started serving sweet tea, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good, and I've never been able to find it like it was when I went to Georgia years ago. And sweet tea when we were there. Oh my God, this is it.
You're like, I've missed you.
I missed you.
Hello, old friend.
It's been, it's literally been decades since
And
then.
it's the easiest thing ever. It's just steep tea and simple syrup, but
yeah,
there's something about the southern sweet tea that is just delicious.
Oh yeah, wow.
I know.
Good.
I usually do the half and half because it's way too sweet for me. It's like a Hosier song. You got to watch a nice 40-7 Chargers win. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. And we stayed till the bitter end too, just in case. Maybe something. I don't know.
Maybe something will happen.
No.
Maybe Drake May will get hurt. We can see that.
It was terrible. What's up, Dawn? We miss you. How are adventures on the West Coast? Are you ready to usher in a new year? Although you seem to have had a pretty good one this year. I think we need to celebrate the people that have had decent years also. It's not all been doom and gloom in 2024.
I think a lot of people have had good years, contrary to the grouching and the grousing.
Right.
I think it's been good for a lot of folks.
So New Year's resolutions. You said you've got a one-word one that's coming up on lunch break.
Yep.
Unrealistic expectations. Why do New Year's resolutions fail so often? Here are the answers from Match.com. Unrealistic expectations. It sounds really impressive to plan to run a marathon, but if you've never run beyond your backyard in your life, you're probably setting yourself up for failure.
Correct.
So maybe start with some small steps here as we're making our expectations. No support. If you want to stop smoking, hanging around with your smoker friends, not helping you towards a lifestyle change of any sort, get with some like-minded people. I know Junior was on here earlier and he's been showing a lot of his side-by-sides because I think he's lost 60 pounds, 70 pounds this year. Changed his lifestyle, really started working out, really started investing in himself, really, doing the work it takes to pull yourself from a bad, unhealthy situation and go to a new one. I had major steps in my health this year. Some good, some crazy. But I'm entering 2025. Clear and cancer free and feeling really good at this moment. So small baby steps and expecting all of this. It's definitely thrown some curveballs this year in my health adventures, but it was one of those things that I said I need to start doing because I kind of walked away from taking care of myself, building this business. So it's good to finally take those moments and write down all of the things that I need to. And it's literally from having Dr. Arnold on the show with me that I'm like, fine, I'll go get checked. Fine, I'll go get this testing done.
And bingo bango.
Exactly. But it was one of those moments where it's that scary moment where thank God that I did what I did.
Right.
And thank God that my husband is a nudge and an ag and also likes doctors. He just loves them. I don't. He's the king of maybe take that. Maybe go there. Maybe have that. He's at the doctor all day. He enjoys going over there. I don't even know what he does. He's got a fast pass to the doctor's office. He really loves it. I think he all of a sudden turned 80 this year. I don't know what the deal is, but he's just a big fan. Fine. So I embraced a little bit of his crazy. And you know what? It actually prevented me from getting in a very bad health situation. So I'm very glad about it.
You were lucky. Because a lot of people aren't. You're absolutely right.
Right.
You ignore stuff. You don't go. You cancel an appointment. You don't reschedule.
Women and moms and busy, we are just so guilty of putting ourselves last all of the time, and especially in that.
And guys think they're tough.
Yeah.
I don't have to go. I'm fine. My kid brother, for years and years and years, never went to the doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, he has finally started to now that he's in his 50s, but for the longest time, he just never went. He was fine. He was healthy. He took care of himself. you know, he was thin, he was active, he you know, I don't need to go. But he goes now, thank goodness. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's important. Kim, Happy New Year to you. And Ton says, my resolution is not to have one. That's okay.
well, it's probably the best. But
Some other real resolution fails, relying on other people. Develop goals that you can accomplish by yourself. I think that that's huge.
right. Yeah. You can't depend on anybody else to do it for you.
Yeah, and
You
you
really
really
can't.
do. I was having this conversation with another entrepreneur friend, and Tanya said, you know, Stephanie, I really admire the fact that you say you're going to do something and you just go do it.
Yeah.
I said, because you can't rely on anybody else. And if you want it done, you just got to just do it.
Write it down and do it.
Yep. Not preparing yourself. Don't just make resolutions without thinking them through. Allowing yourself to be pressured. Don't make resolutions like losing weight because someone else wants you to. You have to actually want to do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to be fully committed to it. Not believing in yourself. This is another big one. If you don't believe that you can accomplish a particular goal, then you're not gonna.
Right. So start with a simple one. Something that you can.
A one-word resolution.
A one-word resolution, yes.
And you can listen to Hank on lunch break for that one.
This is called the tease, folks.
I love it. Unclear goals. Make specific resolutions. The clearer you are, the easier it will be for you to reach your goals.
Actually, we have our business goals hanging up in our bathroom.
I love that.
You know, we have double sink and double mirrors, and right in the middle of both is our business goals. So we see them every morning.
I think that that's great. You know, Cliff and I have been talking about them and kind of evolving them over the last 2 months.
Yeah.
But we made certain decisions for the company, for the nonprofit this year, and he was up this morning executing them before the end of the year.
I walked in this morning like, whoa.
Right? Contract. Sign this, do this, do. I'm like, oh, it's so early.
Cliff, he was like, how you doing? Goes, oh, I'm fine. I'm working. I'm okay.
Well, he's one of those people that he has to marinate for a long while before he makes a decision, and it makes me crazy.
Right.
But he's marinated it in it long enough, and now he's made the decision, and now it's got to be today.
Of course. That's fine.
So that's fine. Finally, being too rigid. Resolutions can be adjusted. The point is to make steps towards your goal. And I think that that's why everybody fails sometimes is when you start off, you're doing great. You're on a good clip. It's been 2 weeks. You're feeling good. Then you revert back to your old self.
Right. I'm going to lose 50. No, you're not going to lose 50 pounds.
And then you beat yourself up over
right. Start with like 15.
And then you abandon it completely.
Right. Because you're never going to lose 50. Not saying that you won't and want to discourage you, but it's a lot harder. Start small.
Yeah. And that's exactly how it worked for me this year. It's a small goal. I made movements towards it. I will be making some more in 2025. And that's just the way it's got to be. I had to train myself to have realistic expectations this year. That is what I learned. Something, be realistic about things.
Yes.
Absolutely. I can't believe what we accomplished this year in 2024. And I'm just so thankful that if you were a part of any of it or a supporter of any of it, we appreciate you here at Lemonadio. We appreciate you in the Mashpee Farmers Market that really thrived this year. And I'm really excited to see what happens in 2025.
Oh, the market was incredible.
I beyond my wildest expectations of saying to myself last December, I'm going to start a farmer's market.
Okay, isn't she cute?
To where we did it. And it was because of our community. It was because it was wanted. It was because it was needed. And it was because of our community that it did so well. And it touched a lot of people and it provided a space for a lot of people that needed that community. And we're going to continue to grow that in 2025 as we head towards opening something in Bourne. So, it's going to be a heavy lift. And it's go big or go home.
Right.
This is the way I do things.
No, if there's a need for it and you can supply it, you should at least give it a go.
Well, and it's facilitate things too. People are like, you do all these things. Yes, I do. But we also set up teams. We also set up people. We empower people to do things for themselves, to step into leadership roles. This year, we're going to be building a volunteer program in Mashpee and really empowering our teenagers, our leaders of tomorrow. And it was funny. I had this conversation with my husband. I said, I'm not just saying things because they sound good.
Right.
I actually mean that. So can you recycle that? Can you to put that somewhere else. Do you realize how wasteful that is? It's just the little things towards more sustainable, because
Right.
it's really truly upsetting to see a lot of people thinking that you have no power over changing things when you can make small incremental changes that change everybody's space.
Right. Right.
And all you have to do is just do your part.
And one of the things that I've been thinking about is making sure, or everyone trying to understand that it's the little stuff, it's the small stuff, it's the local stuff that's going to make the difference. I don't care where you stood in the election. Whatever is going to happen in Washington after January 20th, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
You know, I mean, my hair's white enough. I'm losing enough. I can't worry about it. Many of you are in the same position, or you might be heading in that position. You should understand what's going on down there. Are you going to change it within the next 2 years? No. So focus on the little stuff, doing stuff like Stephanie's doing, getting involved in your neighborhood, your community, the Chamber of Commerce, the Y, the Boys and Girls Club, whatever. You can control that, and you can make a difference, and you can feel good about what's going on where you are. And then whatever those bozos down there are doing, let them do it.
But that's exactly it. And I think we've made the shift in my household to really focus on what's going on in our backyard, what's happening in our town. And I think that if everybody just did a little of that, the lift wouldn't be so burdensome.
No.
So maybe a couple of your New Year's goals can be supporting some local endeavors, whatever it is. Maybe you join the Kiwanis like we're going to do. Maybe you're going to join some business group. Maybe you're going to help your neighbor. Might be good to just spice in some local stuff into your goals before you know.
Right. And everybody can do something. One of the things that, I don't say would irritate me, that's probably not the right word. Well, never mind. When I was in town government in Sandwich, would be the people who would say, "Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I work off Cape. I can." Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You know, you can take an hour on a Saturday morning and do something. If it's important enough to you, you can go to town meeting.
Yeah.
It's one night out of the whole year.
There's been some wild stuff happening.
Don't tell me you don't have time to go to town meeting. Just please don't tell me.
I did it. I went. It was very, very uncomfortable, but Carol was very, very nice to me. Mm-hmm. I was also there in a welcoming capacity, but definitely find out some information about what's going on in your town. It's very interesting.
Right.
To see the politics for sure.
Yep. Serve on if you don't like the decisions that are being made, go sign up for a committee. Really, folks.
There are so many committees that have opens right now. Be involved, please. We beg you.
Yeah.
Mari said, "Don't forget about our good buddy Brian, who took us around. You had a little guide."
Yeah, Brian Olivard, who is a real estate agent in the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
Who's looking to expand his empire up here on the Cape. He took us to a fabulous Mexican restaurant.
Ooh,
unbelievable. The restaurant scene in Atlanta is unbelievable.
Yeah, their food's good.
You know,
yeah.
Maybe because too many things down here, not to say anything wrong with fish, but everything kind of tends to be the same.
Growing season is small.
Yeah, everything tends to be the same in the restaurant world here. Down there, it was this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And he recommended this Italian restaurant he recommended as well. That was really good. And there was a picture of the Pope on the wall.
I saw that. I was curious where the Pope restaurant came in. I was like, am I missing something?
Yeah, there was an Italian restaurant, and the Pope was on the wall holding a roller. And I was taking a picture of the Pope, but also in the lower left-hand corner, there was this really cute girl. So then the question became, is he taking a picture of the Pope or is he taking a picture of the cute girl? And most of the people who commented on social, some of my oldest and dearest friends said, he's taking a picture of the girl.
Guys, you're so creepy.
No, I was taking
You're not fooling anybody.
Taking a picture of the Pope.
Yeah, right.
You don't see the Pope painted on the wall of every restaurant.
Good morning, Ms. Xavier. Speaking of fun, fashion, and food.
And this was a real Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, some things they just didn't have. They didn't have coffee.
Okay.
They had espresso.
Yeah.
That was it. No cappuccino, just espresso.
Yep. That was the Italian restaurant we went to over the weekend.
Yeah. It was great.
It's my daughter's favorite. That is her go-to. If we're going anywhere, it's going to Italian. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
That's her cuisine of choice.
Mhm.
Italian and Asian.
Asian.
Always the miso soup and rice.
Mhm.
She's a cheap date if you gnocchi, rice, and miso.
Okay, fellas, if you're out there.
She's got a hot date tonight, apparently.
Oh, she does.
I don't know.
She's a really cute kid. I just like her so much.
She's a lot.
Oh no, easy for me to say.
He's an older man.
Well, how much older is older?
Like 6 years.
6 years, so that'd make him
It's like her sister's age.
in his 20s.
Yeah. Mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
I know.
Does he have a job?
No.
Oh,
He's a college student still.
lives in his mother's basement.
Of course. I think everybody needs to go through it.
I guess, yeah.
I think you're 18. You have so much time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Try this one out, but
Yeah, I'm glad she's going back to school, and so is he. So there's that. Nothing wrong with you, Harry.
because
Just
you,
it's been nice.
oh my goodness.
He's a Cape kid too, so I'm like, of all the hinges in the world, that's where you ended up with a Cape Cod kid. Of course you did. Like I said, they all date on those apps. I know one of my girlfriends is recently back on the apps,
Yeah.
giving it a whirl. I've been tasked to go over their bio
Oh,
to make sure that it's good.
to do research.
No, I think just to make sure that it's being accurately portrayed.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate that. I feel like that burden is a little bit heavy to ask me to go through your bio, but I'm excited for the challenge.
Right. Wow.
Well, I'm excited to see them date. You know, this is a person that has really worked on themselves in 2024
Mhm.
and really deserves love and is a loving human being. So if he's out there for you, I really hope that we can find him.
I'm getting a dog if God forbid anything happens tomorrow.
I'm good.
Just not going there.
I'm fine being by myself.
Not going there. I'm too old. Don't need it. Take a dog.
He sent the doctor enough. He'll live forever. I'll be going first to haunt him. It's not a problem. He already knows. Your sainted mother-in-law is watching.
Oh, she is. Good morning, Janet. How are you?
You heard him. He's getting a dog. He's a good boy. I don't know what everybody's got planned for tonight, but we just hope that you're healthy and you're safe and that you're going to be joining us in 2025 for some more shenanigans.
Right. Just one thing from the Sandwich Police Report.
Yes.
Folks, make sure this isn't you. A woman came into the station to report that she had sent a photo of her driver's license to someone online and was fearful of being scammed. The woman was advised to monitor her credit accounts. Folks, just don't do that, okay?
I got a phone call. I got a text message from my father asking me for one of our friends who's in the FBI's phone number.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why do you need her phone number? What's going on? Well, your mother. I'm like, oh, my mother, which we now refer to as Krampus in this household. So Krampus needed the phone number for the FBI. Why?
Mm-hmm.
For a man scam.
Oh, dear.
She gave money
Oh, no.
to a rando dude.
Oh, dear.
And then wanted to call the FBI to find out.
Oh, no, it doesn't work that way.
I was like, it's $500. Learn your lesson.
Let it go.
Stop giving your money to stupid men.
Here's another one. A man
Stop.
reported being scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars. We've all seen this, folks. Don't fall for it. While working on his iPad, a blue screen started flashing, telling him his device had been corrupted. Instructions on that screen advised the user to contact Apple Fraud. A phone number was provided. The man called and was told he had connected with TD Bank Fraud Department and that his money was being wired to Russia from his account and he needed to deposit $50,000 in cash into a Bitcoin machine. He complied. Dear God. Really, folks. You can't. If you get a call that your grandson is in trouble and he needs to be bailed out,
Yep.
hang up.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't your grandson. Of course, it helps if you have a grandson, but some people will just do it anyway.
I gotta help him. Do you have one? No, but he needs me.
But he needs me.
That's amazing.
Ugh.
RTB said Glam Rock Countdown is on tonight. Yes, it is. 11 till 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Sethy Spice is counting them down. All of your favorites, glam and or otherwise, have been voted on, tabulated, and they are going to be played this evening. Did you give him a drop? Did you send him any voice stuff?
No, I have to do it when we're done.
I know. Oh, we still have time?
I think so. Well, we'll send it to them if they put it in. Well, they put it in, but
I suffer from, I have plenty of time to do that too.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, bleep. Got to
No.
get that done.
no. When we're done, we got to do that. We got to do we're changing the time for Saturday morning blues and classic jazz as of the first of the year. We're going 8 to noon.
You heard it, 8 until noon.
As opposed to 7 to 11, because 7 to 8 in the morning, hell, I'm asleep. So we'll pump it up from 8 to noon. That starts this weekend.
Yeah, we'll make some programming shifts and we'll get back to you and try and keep you updated as to what's going on. You'll be seeing a little Lemonadio update. We're going to be refreshing our apps. A lot of technology boosts in 2025 as we are accepting AI's help. But it needs to be done. We just need to be forward thinking. That's what we are here at Digital Radio. We're leaner, we're cleaner, we're meaner, and we're very affordable for you to advertise with.
Right.
Also, we are going to officially be part of our nonprofit now.
Very good.
So when you do support our radio station, it is self-funded. We appreciate your donations. And if you do any activities with us, trivia, music bingo, we're going to be shifting our Monday nights to Friday nights over at Dino's.
Yep.
All of that is a tax write-off. So your entertainment can be assisting people learning and write it off.
Which, as a business decision, is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
For anyone, anywhere you go to do an event.
Yep.
By the way, this is tax deductible.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
So put a little.
Who thought of that? You or Cliff?
Oh, it was him. I can't take credit for his good ideas. Like, fine, that sounds good. Whatever.
No,
But
that's
we're also
brilliant.
training a lot of people, and we're putting some new people into the workforce that are actually working with digital audio. And our podcasting company is thriving right now. We've got 3 appointments this week for brand new podcasts.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's really exciting to be able to bring on another human being to work with audio, which I never thought that we'd be here 5 years later, growing.
Hey, you never know.
In a digital space that I sometimes is saturated or scary or another so many choices out there. So thank you once again for choosing us in 2024 and 2025. We're going to make it bigger, better, and deliver on some of the promises that we've been making to you. So I'm looking forward to that. Whatever it is, we hope that you have an amazing new year. And yeah, just because we're turning the page on a calendar doesn't mean it's going to be a different you. We still know you're a jerk. Lunch break, your 1-word resolutions. Make sure you check it out with Hank.
All right. See you noon time, guys.
Bye. Be safe out there. Oh my gosh.
And we didn't skip a beat. It's been 2 weeks and we just picked up.
Right?
where
That's what we
left off.
do. That is what we do here at Lemonadio. I don't know where anything lives anymore because they changed the whole layout of this thing. I'm like, wait, what? I've gone a week and a half. It's not that long.
Oh.